Namaskar. We will discuss making the school environment gender inclusive. After understanding gender and related concepts, let us understand the way we can make our school environment gender inclusive. We are all aware that school and classroom environment is diverse in terms of the region, location and the agencies managing them. In addition, they are also classified as co-educational and single sex schools. Different types of schools across the country have a significant bearing on the various kinds of interactions that take place among children and different stakeholders, which includes teachers and the school functionaries. School processes include all activities that take place within the formal structure. It includes curriculum transaction, interactions with the teachers, the students and other stakeholders such as educational administrators, multitasking persons, parents and peer groups. These interactions take place within and outside the classrooms. Friends, the gender inequalities prevailing in the society are carried forward to the school environment and schooling processes. The processes that begin at home and in the society often gets reinforced within the schooling system. The formal and the hidden curriculum prepare children of all gender for their adult, occupational and social gender roles. A formal curriculum largely includes all the essential and appropriate knowledge taught in the school. However, there are certain aspects that are taught informally in a school system, and this is what we call as the hidden curriculum. The hidden curriculum includes behaviors, perspectives and attitudes that students pick up unknowingly in the schooling processes. We must realize that a hidden curriculum is what students absorb in school, which may or may not be a part of the formal course of study. Gender inevitably becomes an element of this hidden curriculum. It gets transacted through the various organizational arrangement, which includes division of physical spaces within the classroom and the school on the basis of gender, assignments of different tasks to boys and girls, routines, rituals and practices in everyday school activities, systems of rewards and punishment, disciplining of boys and girls through different strategies, teachers labeling patterns that are gender biased, teacher-student and student-student interactions. In the assignment of responsibilities, girls are given the task of cleaning, sweeping, carrying out chores that appear to be an extension of the household activities, whereas boys are given tasks that enhance leadership qualities. The allocation of routine tasks by teachers strengthen the gender stereotypes. In many schools, girls can be found performing light and decorative work, including arranging classroom or giving bouquets to the visitors, while boys are expected to do tasks requiring strengths such as lifting furniture or requiring technical skills like fixing lights, moving desks, etc. So, if the hidden curriculum is not addressed by the school, both boys and girls will continue to internalize gender roles and responsibilities assigned to them. It is important for teachers to realize that a hidden curriculum is what students absorb in school. As teachers, just like other members of the society, we are also socialized into dominant culture of gender roles. We carry certain assumptions about gender which we may bring in the school and classroom. Our assumptions about social behaviors appropriate for girls, boys and transgender children may lead to treating the children differently. Friends, during classroom interactions, your expectations and attitudes are communicated to the students. This in turn plays a role in shaping the identity and gender roles of the students. Therefore, schools need to be places where discriminatory gender roles are challenged and reframed, which will help in building a gender just society. Friends, a gender friendly school embraces the experiences of boys, girls and transgender students in the knowledge construction. It addresses their needs in the social and the physical environment of the school. The teaching learning processes, materials and all forms of classroom interactions should be gender just. In a school, students should be provided with learning situations which would involve unlearning of their own biases as well as addressing the biases at the societal level. To make a school gender inclusive, a holistic approach should be adopted where interventions are required in several areas. First and foremost, the school should be considered as zero tolerance zone for any form of violence and discrimination, and a policy should be framed for it. Once such a policy is made, a code of conduct can be developed for educators, teachers, staff members and students for maintaining a safe learning environment. It should be ensured that it is successfully implemented. The physical environment is considered as another aspect of the school to be gender inclusive, which includes school buildings and all areas like playgrounds, classrooms, staff rooms, laboratories, toilets, library, etc. It also includes the areas in and around the school, the bus stops and transportation vehicles. Gender safety should be ensured at all these places, addressing the needs of all students. The culture of the school should be such that it fosters respect and dignity for learners of all gender. It includes the variety of roles the learners perform in school, the visual displays and the way teachers and staff members of the school promote gender equality. The school should organize regular training and professional development programs for teachers and administrative staff on the ways to address gender bias, discrimination and gender violence of any form. They should be made aware about various policies and laws that promote gender equality and the redressal mechanisms. The schools should provide opportunities to all learners to participate in all activities and clubs in an absolute non-discriminatory manner with respect to gender. There are instances when girl team is not able to participate in youth festivals, sports, other competitions outside the village or city for want of a suitable escort facility or other grounds of safety and security. This is the responsibility of school administration to ensure that such things do not happen and everyone gets the opportunity to participate. Friends, it is important that the school should have provisions for psychological support, including guidance and counseling services to its learners. This is specially required for those who are vulnerable to harassment and violence, and also for those who are bullying. The school should have links with NGO and social welfare departments that provide support in such issues. Parents and community members should be involved in the activities of the school, especially for the initiatives taken on gender equality, so that ill effects of patriarchy can be erased. Further, the school should have its own monitoring and evaluation mechanism for gender equality. Thus, let us all join hands to make the school environment safe and gender inclusive for all. Namaskar.